Hello, wives, future wives, and also lovers. If you are joining me in my Facebook group, welcome back to another wife side video. I am LeCo Hanson, a military marriage and wife coach, just out here trying to help bring the divorce rate down. And for today's video, since it is the month of June and I have dedicated it to wife refresh, we are going to get into wife refresh. So I wanted to do this video because I think it's very important for us as wives, as spouses, to really take a step back and do a reset on ourselves, a refresh, right? Renew ourselves. I cannot believe that we are halfway through 2024. Boy, how time has flown by, right? And I think it's very important because I know as a wife, as a mom, as a full-time worker, a student, like there are so many things and aspects in my life that I do and I deal with. I talk about titles a lot. And because we all hold so many different titles, right? I'm not the only one out here doing 1,000,001 things, but we all hold these different titles and we really don't understand the responsibility and the effort that we give every single day to these titles. So I really wanted to come on here and just talk to you and remind you to do a refresh, right? A wife refresh in June is the month to do that so that it allows you to get through the rest of 2024 and make sure your cup is filled. So in this video, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why it is important to do a wife refresh and then 3 ways that you can do that. So if I look down, I'm looking at my notes because as always, I don't want to forget to mention anything, but the first reason why you want to do a wife refresh is going to be because it allows you to evaluate where you are, who you are, and then where you're going. So if you are like me or any other person out there at the beginning of the year, or even probably before the beginning of the year, you said for 2024, I want to do these things. Now, they may not have been hard goals or accomplishments that you wanted to do, but there are things that you said that you wanted to achieve within 2024. And we sometimes forget that we still have roles and responsibilities. We still have to give so much of ourselves to the titles and the things that we have committed to, right? And at the end of the day, at the end of 2024, if you have not achieved those goals or, even come close to accomplishing them, you might feel like, man, I didn't do anything for myself this year, right? So I really want you to understand that it is important for us to do this refresh because at the end of the day, if we set personal goals for ourselves and we can't achieve them because we are helping other people or we are investing ourselves into other people, then we also let ourselves down. Number 2, the other reason why I say that you should really do a wife refresh is because honestly, it allows you to fill your own cup. We as wives, as spouses, as moms, as workers, or whatever the titles you hold, we invest so much. We give 110 to everything, right? We're always pouring into other people's cups, even if you don't realize that you do, right? So if you are the one who's cooking and cleaning and, picking up the kids, or if you are the one who's calling your family members or trying to maintain the relationships with your friends, you're pouring into people, right? And sometimes we don't get that in return, or we don't get what we need. So we're always giving 110, we're always pouring out. And sometimes we have to think that we need to pour into ourselves, right? So we need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. We're doing the things that we enjoy so that our cup can remain full as well too, because you can't give on an empty cup, right? And you can, but then you start to feel like, I guess the best way that I can think of as an analogy, you start to feel dehydrated, right? You feel like oh, I've given so much, and then you start to find yourself complaining about what you do and how you do it and how you're giving so much and you're not giving it in return. But ultimately, we have to give ourselves. We have to give to ourselves. So the second reason is it allows you to, fill your own cup. And number 3 it allows you to love yourself. Like, I think that we forget to love us and who we are because we are so into loving other people, right? And these three kind of all fit into each other, right? You're finding out who you are, where you want to be, right? You're filling your own cup and you're loving yourself. That is what the wife refresh is about. It's about us looking internally and seeing like where we're falling short for ourselves, because we are always giving and putting out and making sure everybody else is okay, but we sometimes forget to love ourselves and take care of ourselves. So that is the three reasons why I think it is important for you to do a wife refresh. And one thing that I have set up is a program. It is called the Wife Refresh. You can find it on my website. I will have it linked in the description box below the video, but it basically allows you to go through this wife refresh with somebody, me, who is going to be unbiased and really help you find, either if you're looking for your center, find your center, help you find your center, or maybe you've set goals and you have not been able to achieve those goals. Those are the things that we would work on together through the 7-week program, is working on helping you achieve your goal or helping you find your center. Or maybe you are just that wife who need a friend, right? And you don't want to do a whole course, or you don't want to do the 7-week program. I get it. I understand. We all have things to do, right? We're so busy pointing to others, but maybe you just want that small friendship group or that girls group or that other wife group where you can come on and we can talk and give advice to each other. I have that as well too. So if you are interested in any of those programs, again, it is the Finding My Center program. It is the Confidence Boost program, which allows you to set goals. We work together in setting goals. Or it's the Best Friend Conversation, which is just a bi-weekly Zoom meeting that we come on, and we just, other women, we all come on, we talk, and that's going to be starting in August. I have not pushed that course out or that program out, but it's going to be starting in August. So if it's something that you are interested in, you can definitely sign up for already. But those are the programs that I have available to wives out there. Now, ways that you can start working on a refresh, right? So one thing that I always talk to my clients about, and they always say, I always ask my clients, do you journal? And they're like, no, but I wanted to. And I'm like, well, it's good, because each one of my courses, outside of the Zoom chat that we have, that I'm going to be starting in August, I always say, like, you will journal during this time, right? Whether you are a future wife, whether you are in the wife refresh program, or you're you and your spouse is signed up for the United Marriage course that I do, I always say, we will be journaling. You will journal, because I just think journaling is therapeutic. It allows you to release those negative feelings that you may have. And one thing about therapy, yes, I am going to be going to school to become a marriage therapist. I'm super excited about it. And I do think that there are some phenomenal therapists out there. But let's be honest, sometimes when you go see a therapist, you still have that wall up, right? You're trying to protect yourself, right? You'll give, but you're not giving everything, right? And one thing about journaling that I have found that has been true is that it allows you to release those emotions that you may not always release to other people. It allows you to cry. It allows you to be happy. Journaling, I don't know what it is. Like, it's something different from typing or just talking into a phone, but having pen to paper and writing it out, it always just allows me, and again, some of the other spouses that I've worked with, they always say, like, that it releases, that negative energy or whatever energy they're feeling, right? And then to be able to go back and read and be like, wow, I was in that state, and look where I am now. So as you see, I have so many journals here. I journal for my children. I journal for myself. I have my finding my center journal that I started like in this journal, and then it's just months worth of just like, what I've been through and stuff like that. And I can go back and see during that time, like, why did I start to journal? And I can reflect and be like, wow, how I've changed and helped. So journaling is one of those things that I think is therapeutic through and through. And if you do any of my courses, then you will definitely be journaling. And it's changing. I've been journaling since the 6th grade. Another way that you can start your wife refresh in the month of June is getting out and taking time for yourself. So when I mean getting out, going out for a walk. If you don't exercise, you can start by going out for walks, maybe doing a 30-minute walk. Even if you bring your kids, if you have young children, you can bring your kids, you can go and walk in a park or whatever the case may be. But the thing is for you to get out and kind of clear your mind. Now, if you can do it by yourself, I definitely recommend that, for you to just get out and go for walks. I love to just get out, go for walks. I would say probably like 8 out of 10, you will see me with my children pushing in a stroller or whatever the case may be. But I go for runs and stuff like that. But I'm doing something to clear my mind. And then when I go by myself, I sometimes listen to music, and I'll say I'll listen to music, for a mile or, the 1.5 mile mark. But then the rest of the time, it's just me and my thoughts, so that I can kind of release that. I think that when you get out of the house or get out of, your workspace, whatever is causing you stress, or, wherever you're giving so much to, that area where you're giving so much to, whenever you can kind of step away from that and just get out and get fresh air, whether it's cold outside, whether it's hot outside, just go out and walk and give yourself that time, right? And then the last thing that you can do is you can recognize where you've fallen short, and then make sure you pay attention to those areas. So one thing for me that I used to be big on, I used to go get my nails done. I used to go get my hair done, and again, I always talk about this, but as I met my husband, I fell in love, and I was just like, oh, I don't want to be without you. I would want to spend all my time with just, you, and me going to get my hair done and me going to get my nails done kind of take away from that, right? So you lose yourself in the happiness. But if those are things that you want to get back, then make sure that you're slowly incorporating those things. So maybe in the month of June, you go out and go get your nails done or something like that. Something that you want to. Maybe you've been wanting to go out and get ice cream, by yourself. Go do that. Maybe you've been wanting to go to this restaurant and you haven't been able to do it. Go out and go by yourself, make sure you're tuning into those things that you've been wanting to do for yourself, and then you act on it. Again, I just really understand how us as wives, we get into, our marriages, and we get into our day-to-day lives, and we get into being moms, and we get into being employees and things of such, and how we give so much to everybody, but then we forget to give to ourselves, right? So I just want to remind you that June is the month of Wife Refresh. And if you feel you need a refresh, go ahead and start doing it. Look at these things that I just talked about in these videos, or this video, and see how you can, attach it to your life. Look at, am I falling short here? Have I set goals, or am I not paying attention to myself? Am I feeling drained? Am I feeling dehydrated? And it's only the half of the year, right? I need to really look into myself. Maybe I need to go, take a walk. Maybe I need to start journaling. Maybe I need to start doing the things that I've been wanting to do. And I know we always think like, oh, that's selfish, right? You have mom guilt. I think wife guilt is a thing, like we feel so guilty for, stepping back and taking care of ourselves. But again, the roles and titles and responsibilities that we hold, we have to take care of ourselves, because we can't, you hear it all the time, you cannot take care of somebody else when you're not taking care of yourself, right? When you're not whole yourself. So is half of the year. Like, we're almost done with 2024. We only got 6 more months to go, and you need a refresh, and that's why I am here. If you need any assistance, again, I have 3 programs that will be able to assist you in the Wife Refresh program. Go ahead and check out my website. What'll happen is you can read which one best fits you, and then it will direct you to my calendar, and we can set up an initial appointment and see if we could work together, if we will be a good fit to work together. And then from there, we can start the courses. Again, I have had wives, future wives, sit through these courses. I've had couples work with me with my United Marriage course, and I'm so blessed to be able to be here and help you all, because I do care about marriages. I care about my marriage. I care about your marriage if we work together. I care about you as a wife, and I just want to be able to help whoever wants to seek help, right? So until next time, make sure you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you have found yourself watching these videos and have not subscribed. Go ahead and subscribe. And if you are brave enough, leave in the comments below how you are going to refresh yourself this month as a wife. Until next time, wives and future wives, bye-bye.